Hello everyone, welcome to the DevOps session. Can you see my screen everyone? Online guys. Can anyone confirm?
Good morning.
We can.
Yeah, we are.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. So let's wait for 1 minute only. So others are joining. So just 1 minute we can wait. Then we'll start the session. Yeah, please. Yeah. Fine. It's already 7:04. Let's get started. So before going to the session, so let me introduce myself first. Yeah, so my name is Ram. I'm having 16 plus years of experience in IT. Last 8 years, I'm working on DevOps practices, and I'm working on multiple projects done by the DevOps technologies. Fine, let's get started. So today's agenda here is what is DevOps? Who can learn DevOps and job opportunities? What are the different things we can achieve in the DevOps? What is the role and responsibilities of DevOps engineer in real-time projects? Fine. Can you mute everyone? Some background noise is coming here. Yeah. So basically, what is DevOps? So what is DevOps? If anyone asks you this question, what would be your answer? What is DevOps, anyone? Yeah. So DevOps is a set of practices. It's not a tool. It's not a development. It is not a operation. It is a set of practices that combines development, software development, and IT operations. It's a combination of development and IT operations, right? Yeah, so where the multiple tools are connected to each other to perform automation of the all activities, right? So what is automation? What is automation, anyone? Anyone having an idea? Reduction of manpower, right? Any other answers, anyone? Yeah. So automation is nothing but currently whatever activities you are performing in manual way, manual activities like patching activity, code deployment, code merging, code pulling, code pushing, whatever activities you are performing manually, those we can do in automated way. By single click, we can deploy a number of applications. By single click, you can deploy the code. By single click, we can pull the code, we can push the code, right? Yeah, that is nothing but automation. Yeah, it's a continuous deployments, continuous integration, continuous testing, and continuous monitoring. What is deployment? What is monitoring? What is integration? What is testing? We'll see in further slides. Fine. Yeah, please come. Fine. So we'll see in further slides. What is deployments? What is integration? What is testing? What is monitoring? Fine. Yeah. So here, let us go with a little bit history of DevOps. DevOps arena started in 2008 It is not new process. It is very old process. DevOps process is very old process. It was started in 2008. So by the time in 2008, we used to use very old tools which are like Puppet. Puppet is one of the tool which is introduced in 2005. Puppet is Microsoft tool. So by using Puppet, we used to do the automation, right? So currently we are using very advanced tools like Kubernetes, Terraform, Docker, Ansible, right? Jenkins, Git, Maven, Nexus, Sonar. These are the advanced tools currently we are using. Fine. Yeah. So here we have two sections. One is developer point of view. Another one is operations. What is developer? What developer will do? The person who is developing the code, who is preparing the application, who is preparing source code is nothing but developer, right? Operations are nothing but it's a collection of all the servers, collection of devices which are hosted in the data center. So what is data center? Anyone? Right. Okay. Fine. So anyone? What is data center? Fine. So data center is a simply you can say server room where we host all the servers, where we host all the infrastructure like servers, switches, network, routers, load balancers, backup devices, where we host all the devices. It's a server room, simply you can say, right? Yeah. So we are talking about server room, right? Data center. Let us take small example here. So can you please take it? Yeah. So we are talking about data center, right? So let us take small example here. Let us take small Java project. So when you want to start any project, what we require? Very first thing, what we require here? When you start any project, what we require? We required very first thing we required servers. We required servers, right? Yeah. So when we talk about servers, servers are different groups. Server groups will be there, different server groups like development servers, UAT servers, pre-prod servers, production servers, different groups will be there, right? So why we require this many groups? Why we require this many groups? Server groups, right? So when developer develop the code in development environment, right? So they don't directly deploy onto production. In between testing should be happen, right? So in UAT is a test environment. QA or UAT, these are a test environment. Testing should be happened. Once testing is completed, then the code will be deployed onto production servers, right? So in real-time projects, we don't use directly production. We don't use directly development. So different phases will be there. Development servers, QA servers, UAT servers, pre-prod servers, production servers, right? So who will maintain the servers? Here, admins will maintain the servers, right? So developers develop the code, admins will maintain the servers, right? Yeah. So currently, admin roles are already gone. There is no admin roles currently, right? No admins are there currently. So yeah, previously in our project, right? So admins, right? So different admins like Linux admins, Windows admins, storage admins, right? Different admins. So currently, no admin jobs are available, right? Admins already gone. Currently, DevOps engineer is maintaining the infrastructure, right? So creating infrastructure, maintaining the infrastructure will be taken care by DevOps engineer only. That is one of the DevOps engineer role. So DevOps engineer will create the infrastructure, he will maintain the infrastructure, right? Fine. Once servers configured by admins, they will hand over to developers. Then developers will start the development. Just a minute, please. Just a minute, please. Session ID. Fine. Yeah. So admins will prepare the servers. Once admins prepare the servers, they will hand over to developers to develop the applications. Right. So then development will be started. Right. Yeah. Fine. So here we have three developers are there. User 1, user 2, user 3. So developers will develop the code in their local workspace. What is local workspace? Where we start our work, right? Which is local workspace. Developers will develop their work in their local workspace. Once development is completed, testing is completed, they will push the code to integrated servers. These are the integrated servers: development server, UAT server, pre-prod server, production servers. So these are the integrated servers. So whenever developer develop the code in their local, they don't face any issues. So whenever the code is merged to integrated servers, there we see the actual issues, right? Yeah. Fine. So here developers will develop the code, testers will test the code, admins will prepare the servers, right? Who will push the code from one environment to other environment? Here, DevOps engineers will push the code from one environment to other environment. This is one of the DevOps engineer roles, right? Code pushing, code pulling, code merging will be taken care by DevOps engineer. DevOps engineer will not develop any code. He will not test any code. He will not prepare any infrastructure, right? So DevOps engineer will create infrastructure in cloud environment, right? So that is very simple, very easier, right? So DevOps engineer role is he will merge the code, he will push the code, he will pull the code, and also along with that, he do automation. He can automate the activities. He work on tickets. DevOps engineer role is different role. He will not develop any code. So we don't require any development. We don't develop any code as a DevOps engineer. Fine. Yeah. Next one, we are talking about code pushing, right? So let us take DevOps tools to push the code. How the code will be flow in the DevOps tools, right? In the DevOps flow, how the code will be pushed and how the code will be merged. We'll try to understand. Fine. So here, these are the DevOps tools. We have Git, local Git. See, in local Git, developers will start the development. 3 developers are working on their local Git, right? So once development is completed, testing is completed, they will push the code to remote repository, which is GitHub. Basically, what is Git? Git is a repository tool or version control tool. What is a repository? So repository is nothing but where we store our data, where we store our source code is nothing but repository. It can be any data. It can be binary files, image files, video files. Where we store our data is nothing but repository. And next one is version control system. What is version control, anyone? Version control. What is version control? Yeah. So when we talk about version control, so here we have some parameters like who did changes, when did changes, what purpose they did changes. So based on these comments, version control system will work, right? For example, in Java, hundreds of lines code will be there. For example, one developer developed the code today. After 1 month, he come back and check. He may not understand who developed this code, right? So this version control system will help you to track the changes. Who did what? Easily you can track using version control system. For example, 10 developers are there, 10 engineers are there, right? Who is doing what? How can we track? By using version control system, right? Yeah. So Git is a repository tool or version control tool. Fine. In local Git, once development is completed, they will push the code to remote repository, which is GitHub, right? So once the code is moved to GitHub, so our next tool is Jenkins. Jenkins is a CI/CD tool. What is CI/CD? It's a continuous integration, continuous deployment tool, right? Yeah. In Jenkins, what we will do, we create jobs, fine? So in DevOps, we have multiple tools are there. Each tool will not communicate other tool. All the tools are individual tools, right? So Jenkins will integrate all the tools. It will integrate all the tools by installing plugins, right? Jenkins is a mediator tool. It will integrate all the tools, it will communicate all the tools by installing plugins. What is plugin? Plugin is nothing but it is a package installer, right? So for example, my code is available in GitHub. I want to pull this code from GitHub to Jenkins. First, what I have to do? First, I have to install GitHub plugin in Jenkins. After that, I create one job here. I trigger the job. Once I trigger the job, the code will be pulled from GitHub to Jenkins. Right? Yeah. So once the code is pulled from GitHub to Jenkins, so whatever code I pulled, which is a raw code means unstructured code. That raw code will not understand by application servers. That raw code we cannot directly deploy onto production servers. That is why we need to convert into one artifact, war file, jar file, ER file, right? So if you want to convert that data into artifact, we require one more tool, which is Maven. Maven is a build tool which will create artifacts. What is artifact? It's a archive file, right? So based on the application, like if the application is Java application, it will generate jar file. Maven will generate jar file. If the application is web application, it will generate war file. If the application is enterprise application, it will generate ER file. So based on the application, Maven will generate artifact. That artifact will be pushed to the application server by using Jenkins. Then the deployment will be happened on the application server. Fine. Any questions, anyone up to here? Anyone having any questions up to here?
Sir,
Go ahead, please. Yes.
sir, how can we use the Tomcat server in target mission?
How can we install or
Yeah, I mean, what is the use of Tomcat?
right, right. Fine. Good question. Yeah. So Tomcat server is a application server. So for example, let us take Flipkart server. Flipkart application deployed on some server. Then only, so globally the application will be accessible, right? So that is why finally the code should be deployed onto somewhere. Developers will develop the applications, right? That application should be deployed onto somewhere. Then only globally it will be accessible, right? Any application, not only Flipkart, any application. Once the application is deployed, we can access that.
Okay, sir.
Fine. So if you want to integrate Tomcat with Jenkins, we need to install Tomcat plugin in Jenkins.
Okay. After developing the code with the use of developers, after then we get the hub, sir.
Yes, once development is completed, Jenkins will pull the code, will convert into one artifact like war file, jar file, ER file. That will be pushed to the application server. There we deploy the code. In application server, deploy the code. Right? Yeah. So why we need to follow this process? Why we need to pull the code using Jenkins? Why we need to push the code using Jenkins? Currently, we are using Agile methodology. Earlier, we used to use waterfall methodology, right? So what is Agile methodology? Agile is a parallel development, right? So earlier, we used to use waterfall methodology, like sequential development. So currently, we are not using waterfall methodology. So we are using Agile methodology. So in Agile, what we will do? We create sprints. What is sprint? Anyone? What is sprint? Sprint is a timeline. It can be 1 week to 1 month based on your requirement, right? So sprints will be created. Sprint is a timeline. Within the time frame, we have to close the activity, right? Yeah. So while working on Git, we'll go deep dive. What is Agile methodology? What is sprint? We'll go deep dive. So this is high-level architecture. So let us move on this. Okay. Yeah. So Maven will generate artifacts. That artifacts will be pushed to the application server. We deploy the artifacts on application server. Fine. For example, so in your laptop, you have 100 documents are 100 PDF documents are right. So I asked you to send those documents to me. What is the simplest way to send those documents to me? How can you send? You have 100 documents in your laptop. I asked you to send those documents to me. What is the simplest way to send those documents to me?
Through Gmail or WhatsApp.
Through Gmail you will send. But instead
Yeah.
of attaching 100 documents, what you will do? You compress
can
as a single
store
file.
in a OneDrive
File.
and we can share the link.
We'll check
Even though
the
you can share it
file.
to Google Drive. You can share it to Google Drive and you can share the link. That is also one best practice, right? So before that, what we will do, we compress as a single file, right? Yeah, the same way, same functionality will work in Maven also. So Maven will take raw code, unstructured code, that will be converted into one WAR file. That WAR file will be pushed to the application server by Jenkins. In application server, we deploy the WAR file. Fine? Clear, right? Up to here. Any other questions, anyone?
So Maven is a kind of services.
Maven is a build tool which will generate artifact. So normal, whatever documents, whatever code you have, raw code, that will be converted into one binary format.
Okay. In
Binary
our
format,
means like
artifact,
artifact format. Okay.
artifact format. That will be pushed to the application server because application servers will understand only WAR file, jar file, ER file,
The
artifacts only.
desired format which they have, right?
Yes.
Harsha?
Fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One doubt here. Okay. So
Go ahead,
multiple
please.
users will develop code, right?
Yes, correct.
So how to handle the conflicts there if some conflict is coming?
Right. Good question. So multiple developers will develop the code in their local. So once development is completed, they will push the code to GitHub. How
Yeah.
the errors will be rectified, the conflicts, whatever conflicts, right? Good question. So this is, yeah, I explained that. Fine. So normally, once development is completed, testing phase will be there. This is high level architecture. So we are not going deep dive. So while working on Git, we'll go deep dive. Just I'm giving idea. Okay. So testing environment will be there once development is completed. In testing environment, testers will test. Along with that, one more tool will be there. One more tool will be there between Git and GitHub, which is Sonar Code Review tool. Sonar Code Review. So Sonar Code Review tool functionality is to check the errors, to check the duplicate lines, right? So in Sonar Code Review, what developers will do, that is completely developer tool. That is not our tool, right? So developers, what they will do, they create metrics, right? How many, like, if any duplicate lines are there, if any errors are there. So based on the metrics, the code will be allowed into remote repository. For example, so more than they created one rule in the, they created one metric in the Sonar Code Review tool. Like, so if any more than 3 duplicate lines are there, right? So code will not be allowed further, right? So it will revert back to local. So Sonar Code Review, one tool is there, which will review the code. Every project team, they will maintain some standards, code standards, right? So for which they use Sonar Code Review. So while working on Git, we'll go deep dive. Fine? Clear,
Okay.
right?
Yeah. Fine.
What are the other file format Maven will support, or can we use other build tool? Yeah, Maven will support any language, any formats. Maven is a very popular tool. It is advanced tool. So currently, 80% of the project team they are using Maven. Right? We have other tools also, and is there different tools are there, but Maven is very popular tool. It will support any formats. Yeah, even .NET also. Yes. Fine. So this is the build and release process. This is build and release process. Every project team they're following this. Okay. Yeah. Now currently we have very advanced tools. Yeah. This is end-to-end process. This is end-to-end process. So Jenkins will push the code to Maven. Maven will convert into one WAR file that will give back to Jenkins. Jenkins will push the WAR file to application server. We deploy the code in application servers. Fine. Yeah. So this is a build and release process, right? So currently we have advanced tools which are like to deploy the code. We have advanced tools like Ansible, Chef, and Puppet. These are the very advanced tools. By using Jenkins also we can deploy the code, but these are the very advanced tools. So we can say single-click deployment tools. By using Ansible, we can deploy the code by single click, right? Yeah. So these are the automation tools to automate the activities to deploy the code, right? So currently Puppet is not using in real-time projects. This is completely outdated. Chef is using very few project teams, nearly 10 to 15% project teams they're using. They are migrating to Ansible. So currently Ansible is using 85% of the project teams. They are using Ansible. Ansible is a automation tool, configuration management tool. By using Ansible, by single click, we can deploy a number of applications, right? Yeah. So before going to Ansible, I give you small requirement here. Before discussing about Ansible, I give you small requirement here. Okay. Yeah. For example, we have 1,000 servers are there. I want to deploy Java on 1,000 servers. Install Java on 1,000 servers. Okay. Yeah. So these servers are not in automation. We are not using any scripts. So these are the manual servers, physical servers, for example. Okay. I want to install Java on 1,000 servers. So when you want to install Java on 1,000 servers, what are the steps we take here? What are the steps we follow? Let us take one server. Okay. How can we install Java? Right. Right. First, what we will do? We connect server, right? We connect server by using if the server is Windows server, we use RDP, remote desktop. If the server is Linux server, how can we connect? PuTTY, right? Yeah. Once we connect the server, after that we need to log in server, right? By using username and password, right? Once you log into the server, after that we need to check Java installed or not. Okay. So once we check Java installed or not, after that what we will do? If the Java is not available in the server, we need to install Java. So before installing Java, we require one package, right? Java package required to install the Java, right? So in real-time projects, we don't use any pen drives, we don't use any CDs, right? Because USB ports will be disabled, firewalls will be there, USB ports will be disabled. That is why even though we cannot download the package from internet, firewall will block. So what we will do? We copy Java software from share folders. Share folder. Share folder is nothing but SharePoint central repositories. From central repositories, we can copy the data like application, whatever package we require, right? Once we copy this software into target server, then we can install Java. Once installed in Java, we need to set environment variables, right? So without setting environment variables, Java will not work, right? So after this, finally we need to reboot server. Reboot, restart, both are set. Reboot server, right? So these are the steps we need to follow to deploy the Java on single server, right? So for example, if the person is having 2 to 3 years experience guy, How much time will it take to perform the Java installation on single server? It can take maybe 20 minutes if the fresher or new, 2 to 3 years experience, right? So 20 minutes. If the person is expert, he may take 15 minutes, right? If the person is expert, he may take 15 minutes. Let us take 10 minutes only, okay? 10 minutes. 10 into, we have 1000 servers are there. It will take 10,000 minutes to deploy the Java on 1000 servers, right? Yeah, in real-time projects, whenever we receive any request, whenever we receive any ticket, so every ticket will have some SLA. Every request will have one SLA. What is SLA? Service level agreement, right? So it's a timeline. Every ticket will have some SLA, right? So different tickets will be there. Four types of tickets are there. P1 tickets, P2 tickets, P3, P4. P1 is priority 1, priority 2, priority 3, priority 4. So priority 1 ticket should be closed within 1 hour. That is very high priority. Priority 2 tickets should close within 4 hours. Priority 3 tickets should close within 24 hours. Priority 4 should be closed within 48 hours. Right? So based on the priority, the ticket should be closed. But here, so when we deploy Java, it will take 10,000 minutes on 1000 servers. For example, we receive one request. The request will have maximum 24 hours or else 4 hours, 6 hours like that. Within the time frame, we have to close. But this will take nearly 3 to 4 days or 1 week also sometime. Right? So if that SLA is breached, what will happen? Whatever SLA we have, the ticket. So if you breach that SLA, what will happen? Escalations will be happened, right? So client will escalate, user will escalate. By the time, what will happen? So management will shoot some emails. They will shoot some emails. You will get some warning emails, right? So within the time frame, you have to close that. Fine. So if you are performing this manual way, this is manual way. It will take some time. It will take days, weeks also. To avoid this, we have automation tools, which are like Ansible, Chef, and Puppet. So Puppet is not using currently. Chef is using very few project teams. Most of the project teams, they are using Ansible, right? Yeah, the same requirement by using Ansible, how can we achieve? We'll try to understand. Same requirement. Install Java on 1000 servers. How can we install Java on 1000 servers by using Ansible? So how can we achieve that? We'll try to understand by using Ansible, right? Yeah. So here I have Ansible server. This is my Ansible server, right? First I can configure Ansible. After that, I have 1000 servers are there. Which are like development servers. I have 300 servers. Yeah, development servers, 300 servers. QA servers, I have 300 servers. And production servers, I have 400 servers. Right? So on the servers, by using Ansible, I want to deploy the job. How can I deploy the job? Right? First, we need to configure Ansible. After that, we need to establish the authentication from Ansible to development servers, QA servers, and production servers. We need to establish the authentication, right? So here in Ansible, we use authentication method is SSH authentication. We use SSH authentication. In Ansible, we have two types of authentications are there, which are like key-based authentication. Second one is user-based authentication. Right? Two types of authentications are. In real-time projects, we use key-based only. Right? User-based we don't use in real-time. So for which what we will do, in Ansible server, we generate one public key. That key we can push to development servers, PS servers, production servers. right? So command here is key gen to generate one public key, key gen. This key we can push to development servers, QA servers, production servers. Once we push that key to these servers, the authentication will be established, right? Once authentication is established, after that, we prepare inventory groups. What is inventory? What is inventory? Anyone? Inventory is nothing but server information, server IP address or FQDN name, fully qualified domain, right? So here we have 300 development servers, right? So I can create one development group here. Dev, I have 300 servers. So 300 servers IP addresses I have to give here in the inventory group. 300 IP addresses I have to give, right? After that, QA group, QA also we have 300 servers. We need to give the 300 IP addresses here. After that, we have production servers, 400 servers, 400 IP addresses we have to give. This is one-time activity, inventory preparation, right? One-time, first-time activity. So why we require 3 groups here? We can create one group also, only one group also. Why we require 3 groups? Because development server require development applications, different applications, right? QA servers require testing applications, production require production applications. That is why. So whenever you want to deploy applications, we need to select that group, respective group. Fine. Yeah. First, we need to create inventory group. After that, we need to prepare .yml script. .yml script, which is nothing but playbook. So playbook, right? To deploy the Java, we required one playbook or YAML script, right? So what is the YAML script? It is a very simple script. When I talk about script, so it is not like 10 lines, 20 lines, not like that. Scripting is very simple, small line, one line only. To deploy the Java, what is the script? I'll show you now. See here. So to deploy the Java, this is only the script. To deploy the Java, this is the script. Copy this. Paste here. See here. So first 3 lines are syntax. This syntax is common for every playbook. Okay, 3 hyphens, hyphen host, all tasks. What task we are going to perform, right? So this syntax is common for every playbook. So I can remove these 3 lines. Okay. So this line is for our understanding only. Install Java 1.7. This is for our understanding. I can remove this. This is the actual playbook. M column name equal to Java 1.7.0 open JDK space state equal to present. This is the actual script to deploy the Java, right? So it is very simple script, right? Very small script, simple script. Every activity is like that only. For example, not only Java deployment, any activity, automation activity. If you want to pull the code, if you want to push the code, if you want to merge the code, if you want to pick the reports by using Ansible, if you want to move some data to some other place, right? So very simple scripts are there. I'll show you. While working on Ansible, we'll go deep dive. Yeah, I explained that. Yes, just a minute, please. So YAML runs on CMD or any specific application. Someone asking, I have some issue. Okay, audio. So Gautam, can you hear me? Is it fine now? Yes. Okay. Okay. So we required one interface to perform the CM command line only. We use command line. GUI also there. Graphical user also available. Graphical user interface. So in Ansible we have both CLI, GUI. Command line interface, graphical user interface. Okay. Fine. So this is a simple script. Once we prepare this script, after that, what we will do? We connect. Where you want to deploy the Java? I want to deploy your question. Can you come again? Right. Just a minute. Okay, so fine. So here connect. So I want to connect dev environment. Okay. So after that, I trigger this playbook. Once I trigger this playbook, Java will be installed on only development environment, right? So I give development and QA. When I give development and QA and trigger the playbook, Java will be installed on dev and QA. If I give all, Java will be installed on all the servers when I trigger the playbook. So within 2 minutes only, Java will be installed on all the servers, right? So only 2 minutes. It will not take more than 2 minutes. Not even 1,000 servers. If you have 10,000 servers also, Java will be deployed within 2 minutes only by using Ansible, right? Single click deployments. We can say single click deployments. This deployment will be happen parallelly, not sequentially, right? So once you deploy this Java on 1,000 servers, Ansible will provide you one report. How many servers deployed? How many servers are not reachable? How many servers are failed? Right? So for example, 995 servers deployed, 5 servers are not deployed. Okay, so that report will be provided by Ansible. So after that, we can check that the server is reachable or not. By using ping, we can check that. The server is not reachable. Why it is not reachable? We can check it out. Log in into AWS console or any other console, Azure console. So these are the, for example, cloud servers. These are cloud servers. Okay, either Azure or AWS or GCP, right? We log into the console, the server is available or not, the server is in running state or not, we can check it out. Once the server is available, we can rerun the playbook. We can rerun the playbook. No need to segregate the servers. Again, entire servers, we can rerun the playbook. But here what will happen? Whatever servers are already deployed, those will not be disturbed, right? Whatever servers not deployed, those will be deployed. Right? Here there is a interview question. Here there is a interview question, right? So multiple interviews, yeah, so many interviews I have taken. So many times I have taken interviews, right? Every alternate weeks I take interviews in our project, right? And also I attend so many interviews, like different interviews I attend so many times. Okay. So by the time I got one question, which is very common question, right? So why should we go with Ansible to deploy the Java? I can use shell scripts also. That is the question. Interviewer will ask you, why should I go with Ansible? I can use shell scripts also to deploy the Java on any servers, right? Yes, you can deploy using shell scripts also. But what is the difference here? Difference here is idempotency. Idempotency, one term. What is idempotency? So whenever we use shell scripts to deploy the Java, right? So when you execute the script, shell scripts, what will happen? Whatever existing Java is there, that will be removed first. For example, already development team is working on some development activity. So when you execute shell scripts to deploy the Java, Java will be first removed. If the Java is removed, what will happen? Some disturbance will be happened, right? Code will be gone. Whatever code is developed by developers, right? So when we use Ansible, what will happen? Whatever servers already deployed, those will not be disturbed. Ansible will tell you like it's already available in the server. Whatever servers not deployed, those will be deployed. That is nothing but idempotency. Whatever activity already performed, Ansible will not perform again. Right? That is nothing but idempotency. This is very important question, common question. So topic wise, I give you interview questions in our sessions. Topic wise, I give you interview questions. So whatever questions I asked, whatever questions I got when I attended interviews, I collected so many questions. Okay, fine. Any questions up to here, anyone? Yes. You want to deploy on only 900? Yes. Yes, you can create one more group here. You can aggregate that. You can apply the group. Right? Yeah. Fine. Any other questions, anyone? Before going to
So
next
how
slide.
do we use AWS functions in this?
AWS function, right? So
Yeah.
basically, AWS is a platform. AWS is a platform. In AWS, you can create the servers, right?
Okay.
AWS is a platform. Yeah.
How Ansible will handle the list of failure servers? I mean, how it will segregate automatically, or do we have to check which are the failures and then run the
Your voice is not audible. Your voice is not clear. Can you?
audible?
Voice is not clear. Some humming is coming. Can you come again? Fine. Okay, so this is Ansible. By using Ansible, any applications, not only Java deployment, any activity, automation activity. Currently, whatever manual activities we are doing, those we can do in automate by using Ansible, right? Fine.
1 second. Ansible is a server or automation tool? Previously,
Server,
we
server.
checked
It is a
Ansible
server.
is the automation.
It is a server.
Okay.
Sir,
And
am I audible now?
one more thing.
Yeah, go ahead, please. Yes.
I'm asking, suppose there are like 100 servers, and out of that, 10 servers got failure to install the Java or whatever we have to do, right? How it will segregate the failure servers when we run the script again? It
Right.
will take care of that automatically, or we have to segregate manually?
No need to segregate basically. 10 servers are not deployed, right? So remaining servers deployed. No need to segregate. No need to segregate here. You can redeploy the job. Once the issues, whatever issue is there with the server, right? Once we rectify the issue, we can redeploy the Java. Once you redeploy the Java, what will happen? Whatever servers are not deployed, those will be deployed. Whatever
It will
servers
skip the already deployed ones, right?
can you come again?
I'm asking, it will skip the already successful servers, right?
It will not keep. It will tell you clearly this is already available. It will give you a report. Yeah, quit, simply quit, but give you a report. The server is already deployed. Okay, you will check and it will give you a report. That's it. It will not deploy.
Okay, it will actually go to the server and check, then we'll report, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Can we do handle multiple task Ansible, like multiple playbooks?
Yes, yes. We can run multiple playbooks. Yes.
One is for Java, one for other tasks.
Yeah. Those are multiple modules. In single playbook, we can prepare multiple modules. For example, so I have one playbook document, right? I'll show you something here. So this is single playbook, right? So go down here. See here. These are the different tasks. Download Tomcat, extract Tomcat, install Tomcat, create file for testing. 4 modules at a time you can perform within 2 minutes only, right? So here we have 5 tasks. These are the 5 tasks. Like that, different modules you can execute at a time. Ansible will take that, right? Fine. Yeah, so this is Ansible architecture, right? So while working on Ansible, we'll go deep dive. As the DevOps engineer, we prepare playbooks, we prepare inventories, we prepare modules, and we apply it to host missions. Okay, so while working on Ansible, we'll go deep dive. So Ansible will take 5 to 6 days. We'll go deep dive, right? Yeah, so Ansible we can integrate with Jenkins if required. If required, we can integrate with Jenkins, or else Ansible will work individual also, right? So we can integrate it with Jenkins. In Jenkins, what we will do? We trigger the job we prepare the job and trigger to Ansible. Jenkins will trigger to Ansible. Ansible will deploy the code on application servers. Okay. Fine. So these are the tools we are going to learn in our course. These are the tools we are going to learn. three cloud platforms: AWS Cloud, Microsoft Azure, and the Google Cloud Platform. Three platforms we are going to learn. So why we require three platforms? Currently, most of the project teams, they are opting at least two platforms, right? So that is why we have designed like this. Three platforms we are going to learn: AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud Platform, right? So after that, yeah, we have Linux sessions, Linux basics. So what is Linux? Linux architecture, Linux folder structure, user management, basic commands, advanced commands, and deployment commands, right? After that, these are the DevOps tools we are going to learn: Git, GitHub, Jenkins, Maven, Ansible, Nexus, Docker, Kubernetes, Terraform, Apache Tomcat. So Python scripting also will be covered. Python scripting basics will be covered, right? After that, three live projects. So live CI/CD with Git, Jenkins, Maven, Tomcat. So live CI/CD with Git, Jenkins, Maven, Kubernetes. Live CI/CD with Terraform or migration project. Three live projects. Okay. So while working on Jenkins, I'll show you small projects in between the tools. Each tool will go deep dive. Git will take 5 days. Jenkins will take 6 to 7 days, right? So Ansible will take 5 to 6 days. Like that, Kubernetes will take 7 days. Every tool will go deep dive, right? So these are the platforms and DevOps, right? Yeah, Linux modules. These are the Linux modules we are going to discuss. So these are the tools, DevOps tools. Every tool will go deep dive, right? Any questions, anyone? Any questions, anyone? Fine. Right. Yeah, along with this, yeah, this Ansible, Docker, Kubernetes, Terraform, these four tools are very core tools, very advanced tools. So we are going to learn this many tools, but in real-time projects, we don't use all the tools. Only one or two tools only. If you are good in Kubernetes, you can easily crack your interview. Only Kubernetes. You will join as you will get yeah. You can easily crack your interview, right? CKA, Kubernetes, Certified Kubernetes Admin, like that, right? So if you are good in Terraform, only Terraform, you can easily crack your interview, right? If you are good in Jenkins and Git, you can easily crack your interview. So we are going to learn this many tools, but we don't use all the tools in real-time projects. So depending upon your project requirements, right? So project to project, one project will use two tools, one project will use one tool. So we are going to learn this many tools, right? You can fit for any project, any client. What is the complete course duration? 3 months course. This is 3 months duration, right? So can you provide everyone your WhatsApp number and email address so that we provide our recording session, course content, documents. So everyone, can you provide your email address and WhatsApp number in the chat? So I provide my number here. My mobile number is 96422111711. This is my mobile number. You can take down. So trainers, they never give their personal numbers, right? But we give from Harsha Trainings, we give our numbers, right? So because any moment you can call and you can WhatsApp, right? We'll give you support. So all the students having my number. So till now I have completed 59 batches, right? So every student will have my number. So every batch we create one WhatsApp group for every batch. I'll show you that WhatsApp group. Right? Okay. Yeah, I show you WhatsApp group. WhatsApp groups, different groups will be created here. Yeah, can you provide everyone your phone number and WhatsApp number and email address? not writing your phone number. Environment alone. Okay, select. Don't worry. So environment, yeah. Topic wise, every topic will go deep dive. Topic wise, I give FAQs, challenges, day-to-day activities, right? Every concept, topic wise, I give you all the in real-time projects what we build, right? Same activities you perform here in our test lab also. Same activities you perform. Topic wise, all the FAQs, challenges, day-to-day activities. I explain.
Sir, I have one query. This course
Yeah.
is for only DevOps or DevOps AWS?
Yeah, DevOps. We have 3 platforms, right? 3 cloud platforms with DevOps, not only DevOps. 3 cloud platforms with DevOps.
Okay, sir.
Fine. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
fine.
also, so support. What kind of support we provide? We provide daily recordings. So whatever session we discussed, that recording will be provided. You can download into your laptop. You can go through that again, right? So FAQs, frequently asked questions, supporting documents. Every document I provide, topic wise. One-to-one support. Yeah, sample projects, resume support. Resume also I prepared. I prepare your resume. Once complete the course, I prepare your resume, right? I tell you I explain some tips and tricks. How can you attend the interview, right? Yeah, technical support I provide. So all things will be provided, fine. And also along with this, highlights of this program. So once complete our DevOps tools, email communication, roles, responsibilities, right? So stand-up calls, internal team meetings, release and purpose, KT sessions, yeah, working on day-to-day activities, all these things will be explained. Okay, so our course is three months course, right? This is a normal track. We have fast tracks also. Fast track would be 35 days only. Every day 2 hours. Normal track is 1 hour, Monday to Friday. It's a 3 months. Okay, so fast tracks also going on. Fine. So, any other questions, anyone? So our fee structure is yeah. Go ahead.
Sir, any certification you provide?
Right. Fine. So certification is not mandatory. If you require certification, I give you support to clear the exam. If you want to write any AWS certification or Azure certification or GCP, I give you support. Even Kubernetes, Docker, any certification.
Okay.
Certification is not mandatory. If you have certification, it would be added advantage. Right? In our project, we are 30 engineers. So very few members are having certification. Okay.
Okay. Sir, if we have certification, any benefits to our future?
Yeah. If you have certification, it would be added advantage. Like for example, 4 guys are shortlisted. 4 guys, 4 guys are shortlisted. Only 2 positions are there. 4 guys are shortlisted, right? So before releasing the offer, they will check extra qualifications. Any certifications are there? Anything additional qualifications are there? They check. That is only the advantage. Added advantage, right? Certification is not mandatory. Even without certification, also you can crack the interview.
Okay.
Hello. I got one question, sir.
Yeah, go ahead, please. Yes.
Yeah, daily session is like 1 hour. So is it sufficient for only 1 hour? I mean,
Yes, sufficient. It is sufficient.
because
1 hour is sufficient.
yeah, I have seen other like training session they provide like 2-3 hours, and that makes sense because 1 hour theory practical and 1 hour for practice, something like that. That's why I'm curious about that. So
basically, what we will do, first 15 minutes, 20 minutes, we explain about theoretical part. After that, we'll move to lab. Lab means we create one AWS account, right? So which is 1 year free account. Everyone required one account. How to create AWS account, how to create servers in AWS, how to integrate the tools, DevOps tools, I explain that, right? So we'll connect a lab, AWS console. In that only, in AWS only, we can integrate all the tools. We can practice in the AWS only. We don't need to install any tools in our local laptop. We don't need to install any tools, right? We require one laptop, internet connectivity. That's it. We don't need to take any licensing also. AWS account is 1 year free,
sir,
right? In
and
that only we can practice.
I've seen that is it this training gonna be like 100% guarantee, or what kind of training this will be?
Which one? 100% guarantee means job guarantee?
Yeah, so I've seen that you guys from Harsha Training, they are advertising 100% job guarantee training, this one. So is that 100% guarantee or just 100% job assistance?
We provide 100% assistance. Job guarantee means you need to practice more. It's depend upon you, right? So we give you 100% assistance, job assistance to crack the interview. How can you crack the interview, right? So tips and tricks. So in my previous batches, once the batch is completed, 90% of the people easily cracking the interviews. We were not able to crack the interview. We give other support also. For example, 40 members are there. 30 members already cracked the interview. 10 members unable to crack the interview. So we give other support also. That we will discuss later.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, every batch will have, I show you something here. Every batch will have minimum 30 to 50 members. Yeah, for example, here, yeah, see here. These are the batches, right? So 57 batch. How many members are there here? 46 participants, right? And see here, 59 batch. $30 members, right? So like this, every batch will have minimum 30 members. Okay, fast tracks are very less members. Fast tracks 15 members, 16 members, like that. Fast tracks. Okay. Fine. Any other questions, anyone?
And after finish this training, so how many years experience? So we will get the experience. I mean, hands-on experience on that. Around 2-3 years. We can write on our resume.
Good question. Once complete our course, you can showcase minimum 3 years experience in your resume. 3 years experience. If you are a fresher,
so can we apply for the junior level or something like that position?
yes, junior level. Yes, you can. If you are a fresher, you can showcase your training knowledge.
No, I worked on like a .NET developer, so since 3-4 years, and I want to switch my career to DevOps. So that's why I'm pretty new to the DevOps. So that's why I'm asking. So
Currently, you have 2 years experience, right? 2 years?
I have like a plus 5 years experience in .NET developer and dev side.
5 plus, right? Good.
Yeah.
So last 3 years, you can showcase DevOps experience. Last 3 years. Before that, you can showcase your previous experience.
Yeah, still I'm working as a developer, but it's a coding is kind of like headache. So I want to switch my career to DevOps. So that's why I'm
Yes, you
asking.
can easily switch to DevOps tool. So in my batches, different people, like different experienced guys, they are switching their current role to DevOps tool. One guy in my last batch is working as a mainframe admin, mainframes. He's having 18 years experience. He switched to DevOps. He learned DevOps. Recently cracked the interview in HCL. He got very good package, right? So any experience, not only 5 years, not only any experience guys, they can switch their current role to DevOps. easily.
Non-IT experience.
Yes, good question. Good question. Yes, even non-IT guys also switching their current role to DevOps role, right? So non-IT guys, freshers also easily can switch. Our course will start from scratch. We don't directly go to cloud. We don't directly go to DevOps tools. From scratch, what is server, what is switch, what is network, what is IP address, what is subnet mask, what is gateway, what is data center. So basic level will start. Once you understand basics, then slowly we'll enter into AWS, cloud platform, right? So we don't directly go to cloud. We don't directly go to DevOps. First, you need to understand basics. So in my batches, yeah. So for example, 30 members are there. 15 members, non-IT guys and freshers in my batches. Even non-IT guys also easily cracking the interviews, right? So every concept will go deep dive. Basic level will go first. Once you understand all the basics, then we'll go to cloud platforms. Fine. Any other questions, anyone?
Sir, for certifications, any support will be provided, sir?
Yes, definitely. I provide support. We can clear the certification. Easily can clear the certification. Yeah. So we have one robotic center. If you require any assistance, you need to pay some extra 2,000 rupees something. Along with
Is
the
this training,
certificate, they will clear your exam. Okay. Yeah.
is
Go
this
ahead,
training
please.
sufficient for the CK certification?
Which one? Can you come again?
I mean, CK, certified Kubernetes.
CK. Okay.
Administration.
Certified Kubernetes admin. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll provide. Yes, we'll provide support to clear the exam. Yes.
Okay.
Sir, can you also cover the Linux, Unix
Yeah,
comments
Linux
and
also will be covered. Linux also will be covered. So we require Linux commands. 40 commands required for DevOps. Those will be covered. Linux 3 to 4 days Linux sessions will be there. Okay, basic level like basic commands, advanced commands, deployment commands, how to create users, what is architecture, Linux architecture, folder structure. Those will be covered.
Do we need programming DevOps?
Right. So we don't require any coding knowledge. Zero coding here. We don't require any coding knowledge, right? So we don't do any development, we don't do any testing. This is a different role, which is automation. Yeah, any question? That I'll guide you. That I'll guide you, definitely. If you put 3 years experience, fake experience, how can you manage, right? So I'll give you all the tips and tricks and real-time environments. I'll show you real-time consoles, right? So you will not feel like it is not new thing. So once we enter into the DevOps tools, whatever real-time activities are there, those we'll discuss here. Okay. Yeah. So team will be there. So based on your organization. So in our project, we have 30 members. Okay. Some companies 5 members, 6 members, even sometimes 3 members also. Right. So if the company is startup company, 2 members. Yeah. So depending upon your company project, right? So big organizations, what they will do, they divide roles. One person will handle Kubernetes, 2 persons will handle Jenkins, like that, right? If the company is small company, startup company, the 2 guys will handle all these things. Okay, depending upon your organization. Okay. Fine. Any other questions, anyone? Yeah.
So how will be practicing this in real time? Means like
Yes.
once we
We
do a
have
session over here.
We create on AWS account. In that only, we can integrate all the tools. We can practice in AWS. I'll show you
Okay.
how to create AWS account, how to integrate all the tools, and explain that.
Okay. Okay.
Fine. Yeah. So
Sir, how much is the contract batch fees for? fees.
Right. So this normal track fee is 18,000. Fast track fee 28,000. Normal track 18, fast track 28K. Because fast track will be completed within 35 days. Okay, fast track will be started after 2 weeks. So maybe 27th we are planning on fast track. 27th. Already fast tracks are going on. So those are in middle, right? So 27th we have one more fast track.
What is the timing?
11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
11 a.m.
Morning 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. IST.
Okay.
One fast track is going on, evening session, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. So coming fast track is 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
So what's the timing for the regular classes?
Which one?
This class
Later.
regular.
This class timings.
I mean regular training.
Yeah, normal track is 1 hour daily. This session is 7 to 8 a.m. IST. Fast track 2 hours daily, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. IST.
So regular batches timing will be same, na, from 7 to 8. It's like it won't be in our office
Same
as
time.
like 10 to 7.
It will not be changed. This timing is fixed, 7 to 8.
Okay.
Okay, this batch is started already. This will not be
Okay.
postponed. Right? So from tomorrow onwards, regular sessions will be started.
Okay.
Right? Tomorrow we'll discuss about cloud introduction. What is cloud? Advantage of cloud? Right? What are the things available? Why the companies are migrating their applications to cloud? Right? So we discuss tomorrow. So this batch is started already from today.
Yeah,
Fine?
okay, fine.
So if you are interested, you can clear the fee and you can add it to WhatsApp group. WhatsApp group already created. Some members already added. Sorry.
Okay.
Batch number 60.
This is batch number 6060.
Yes, this batch is 60. So 61 also started, which is fast track. Actually,
Yeah.
60, 61 at a time we planned, but this is bit delayed. 60 is delayed. That is the 61 started. Fast track batch. Okay. So next fast track is 62, 11 to 1 p.m. Fine. Yeah. So if you are interested, you can clear the fee. You will get account details today, right? You can clear the fee and you can add it to WhatsApp group. In the WhatsApp group, I will share all the documentation, all the information. Right? Yeah. If you are not,
Sir, how can we join in the WhatsApp group after
once you clear the fee,
training?
can you mute 1 minute? Everyone, can you mute 1 minute? Just 1 minute. So we create one WhatsApp group. Once you clear the fee, you will be added into WhatsApp group, right? So in the WhatsApp group, we'll share all the information, right? So WhatsApp group already created, 60th group. Okay, once you clear the fee, you will be added into WhatsApp group. So today you get what account details, institute account details, right? So you can make the fee today. If you haven't received the account details, you can ping me or WhatsApp me. I'll provide you, right? So that you can clear the fee and you can send the screenshot to me. You will be added into WhatsApp group. Fine.
Sir,
Any other questions?
Sir, can you share your number to us? So if
Yeah,
anything
I
happens,
already shared my number. My mobile number is 96422 This is my mobile number. You can take down. Everyone can take down. If you need any additional information, you can WhatsApp me. You can call me after 9:30. Okay. So after 9:30, I'll be free. So I have one more session now.
Is
It
this
is
your
delayed.
personal number?
Yeah, this is my personal number. Yes.
Okay.
This is my personal number.
Yeah, the only one thing with that bothering me is that only 1 hour sessions. So it's totally sufficient, right?
Sufficient, 100% sufficient. So we are dealing with the batches,
Because
regular
I
batches.
mean, if you have some like connection problem or some 1 hour go very shortly. So that's why I'm asking again and
You will be
again.
having recording session, right? You will be having recording session. If you have any distractions, if you have any issues, you can go through the recording session.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Fine. So we stop here. Tomorrow the session will start at sharp 7
One more
a.m. Okay.
clarification, Ram. You will be helping us to create the Google Cloud platform account, right?
Yes, yes. AWS account,
But
Google.
actually, I have already tried to create the global cloud platform account, but I'm facing a many error on creating the account. You will be helping this while
Yes, yes, I'll guide
attending
you how.
the section.
Yes, yes. Step to step, I'll show you how to create account. AWS
Okay.
account, GCP account, Azure account. How can you create? I'll guide you. Okay.
Okay. After the section, you will be sharing the recording section. Am I right?
Yes, yes. After this session,
Okay.
you will get the recording
Okay.
link.
Once the entire topic is covered, then only you will be going on to the real-time projects.
Yeah, correct, correct. So whatever activities you are performing in the lab session, those are real-time activities only. Once complete all the tools, we'll go to projects, real projects. Eligible. Okay. Yeah. So after 4-5 days, you can take lab. Any i3 or i5. Minimum 8 GB required. RAM 8 GB required, and 500 GB hard disk required. Minimum. That is enough. Any processor. i3 or i5. Any processor. Minimum 8 GB RAM required. Fine. Yeah. Tomorrow will same link will work tomorrow. Online guys.
For
Tomorrow also
practicing
same.
8 GB required, Harsha?
Yeah, because if you have 4 GB, Jenkins will not work properly. Jenkins server will
Okay.
not, we cannot connect properly. Right? That is why
Okay.
minimum 8 GB RAM required, 500
Okay.
GB storage required. Okay?
Okay.
I got one question.
Yeah. Go ahead,
Uh,
please.
do we need like some paid or some licensed software? So we have
No,
to
no, no, not
some
required. All are free, freeware. We no need to pay any extra things. Only course fee. That's it. No need to pay anything. If you want to write certification, that is extra.
Gotcha.
Right? Yeah.
So only Intel chipset will work, or AMD also?
AMD also fine. Any processor, but
Any
minimum 8
processor?
GB required storage.
Okay.
Not storage, RAM.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
మనం అన్ని క్లౌడ్ లో చేస్తాం. We install all the packages in cloud only. In our local, we don't deploy any packages. Okay, fine. So we stop here.
So
Yeah.
one question. So is this class gonna be offline as well as online? So there might be offline students also, right?
Both are available, offline, online. You can come down to offline also, classroom.
Okay. So how many total student will be in this batch, in one batch, like 50, 60?
Yeah. So this batch, we are expecting minimum 30. We are expecting minimum 30. This
Online,
batch.
offline, both combined?
Both. Yeah, combined, both. Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. Any other questions, anyone?
Sir, where is your office located?
Yeah, you can ping me. I'll share the location. You can WhatsApp me. I'll give you Google Map. Google
Okay.
location. Okay. Yeah. Fine. Yeah, we stop here. Tomorrow also will work. The same link will work tomorrow also. You can use the same link tomorrow, right? So after a few days, link will be changed. Maybe day after will be changed. Link will be
So
changed.
tomorrow
If you
also
are
it will be demo class 2.
not demo, it will start. So from tomorrow onwards, regular session. Demo already
But
completed.
for tomorrow we have to pay our fees, right?
Yeah, you can make, yes. Today or tomorrow you can make. Yes.
Okay. So after tomorrow also we can make it, right?
After tomorrow?
It means attending class after tomorrow.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Gotcha.
Fine. So if you have any more questions, you can WhatsApp me, you can call me, we'll discuss. Fine. Yeah, we stop here. Tomorrow we'll connect at 7 a.m. sharp. Fine. So we discuss about
Okay.
cloud.
Thank you.